it. That was it. It was Mike and one more other person. But because they didn't show that on that person green screen, or I didn't see that person saying anything, I don't have proof that you said it, so I'm not going to entertain it. You understand? And that was my beef. Not really my beef. That's what I had to get off my chest with Mike, because you end up being with somebody who has the same personality as I have. So was it more to the story, or you just didn't like me and want more? I have people comment and saying, oh, you wanted Mike to pick you. I didn't even get a chance to talk to Mike like that, to say I wanted him to pick me. As I said to you, his physical appearance, yes, I like chocolate men. So of course he caught my eye. To say I wanted him, I didn't even know him. I didn't even have a serious conversation with him. What I knew about him was after I finished the show and the clips of us coming out, who was on the show, and people were blowing my phone up because somebody said Michael was on the show, and I said nobody was on the show named Michael. I didn't know his real name was Michael until people started calling me. Yeah, that's Michael. I said we call him Mike. I didn't even know his real name on the show. So to say I wanted Mike to pick me, no, I didn't want Mike to pick me. I didn't even. I was the first person to go home. I didn't even know him. I didn't even know if he was my type. But physically, that's it. I didn't know anything about him to say, oh, I wanted a relationship with him. I didn't even get a chance to talk to him like that. The most we talked was there at the pool party. That's when I found out that we graduated the same year. We was at grad night the same time. We had a lot of things in common. That's the most I talked to him. At the brunch, I didn't really get a chance to talk to him, but on that bench when y'all saw me and Sharice. So that was it. But his green screens about me is what blew me. And then when I have people calling me, oh, that's Mike that do this. And, oh, he friends with such, and he used to work with me. I said, well, maybe he knew I knew y'all off the bat. Because, people see people on social media. They start following social media. I didn't know what to think, because at the pool party, he was very standoffish, as I said on the reunion. Like you talked to me as if I had a gun in my lap, but I kept forcing the conversation because I wanted to break him in. And I even said to somebody, was like, they didn't want to talk to him or whatever, and I'm like, go talk to him. Maybe we just need to break him in. It's all new for us, we filming. I even said that at the mixer, like, just keep talking to him. We probably need to break him in or whatever like that. I found out later at the reunion, he was like, oh, another thing too. One of my earrings had failed in the pool. He was the only guy in the pool. Samson had been in the pool. So I was like, Mike, get my earring. He really didn't want to get the earring. And I kept asking him, like playing around with him, asking him. And he finally got it. Then after the mixer, when I got sent home, he telling people like, oh, I ain't even want to get her damn earring. Like, it's a lot of backlash that people don't know that he was talking. He say he didn't say it, but people talk. So whatever you say, you got to be willing to repeat it. You understand? So he was like, oh, don't ask me nothing about her. I ain't even want to get, like, he had beef with me for some apparent reason. I didn't even get a chance to talk to you. So, he just said, oh, I had kind of like brushed against his haircut at the reunion after we got off stage. He was like, it wasn't even like that. Like, they cut it up. Like, I don't even have the power to put you off by myself. They kind of cut that up. It wasn't like that. We kind of had a heart to heart, and he kind of explained himself how he felt like production cut it up on the green screen or whatever, and how it read to me. But like I said, to me, you got to understand that when I'm on the other end receiving it, you saying it one way and I'm receiving it another way. So I couldn't wait to get to the reunion and address it, because I didn't have his phone number. Like I said, I don't know nothing about him. I just know what people called me and said, who he's dating and who his wife is. I didn't know none of that. Once his face got out there, he was on the show. They knew I was on the show. People called me. So that's my whole thing with him. And then I said to him too, we pretty much was raised in the same neighborhood. Like, people there live in Miami, but everybody is not from Miami. We know we from the 305. And they even cut out Tommy Pod when Tommy said, Dominique, I feel you, because I'm from Boston. When I show up somewhere, everybody there better rock with me. And I said exactly how I feel. I felt like he had my back. And at the end of the day, I would have had his back, because we both from the bottom together. I don't care if I would have went to the end, whatever I did to keep him on, because I feel like when you from the same hood, you stick together. And that's what that conversation was when I was saying to him about we went to grad night. They kind of chopped it up so it looked like I was rambling. Okay. But that's the original conversation was about being from the same place and taking care of each other while we in the company of other people. Like you should have looked out for me because I would have did that for you, kind of thing. Like I wasn't that much because I'm like, you fell in love with somebody who had the same personality. And me and Brandy both said we got the same personality. So what was so different about me? You know what I'm saying? And being that we from the same place. So that whole going to class reunion, I mean the grad night and all of that stuff where it made it seem like I was rambling. The conversation initially started because I said we from the same hood. Like I felt like that green screen. You was like, I see that every day on his green screen. Like, I don't want nobody like that. I see that every day.